Hey vlog, let me know how your week's going down in the comments. Subscribe if you're enjoying these series and let me know how I can improve them. This week we're going over sales. I've tried to share everything that I did in terms of setting up my new sales process. So when I start outreach next week, you know exactly what I've done. And if you want to, you can copy it as well. So enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey vlog, LinkedIn's popping off, the sun is shining, it's a good day. Last week we made the task manager, the project manager, so I can scale that. This week we're going to be working on sales, and so I'm starting off easy, getting into it, and I'm building out a CRM system in Coda. As well as that, I'm going to try and do some automatizations, and then towards the end of the week, start thinking about how we're going to generate lead lists that we're then going to do outreach to. So the first step really was to look at different niches of agencies that I wanted to target, because there's loads: branding agencies, PR agencies, videography agencies. And it was more about looking at websites and are they investing money in good websites? Are they investing good money in marketing? What do their accounts look like? Are they healthy? So at the end of the research vlog, I looked at what were the industries to avoid at the moment due to the pandemic. And it seems to me that airlines, leisure, oil and gas, auto parts and restaurants are the ones that were most heavily affected, so I want to avoid them. You'll probably remember me saying that I wanted to go after B2B agencies. I decided to refine this, and in fact my outreach campaign is going to be focused on PR companies. I looked at the general statistics and saw that they have like a good amount of money, and after doing some research, saw that there were some nice PR agency websites where they put a lot of thought and effort into the design of their site, like Be The Communications Agency, for example, in London. Most of them have a healthy bank balance as well. So I felt like PR agencies were the first ones to try and target. I also wanted to show you how I find companies' financials in England. Most companies will post their revenue and bank account statements and stuff like this on a site called Companies House. So the best way that you can find a company's official name is in their privacy policy. A lot of them will actually put the limited name that they're registered under. You can go to a site called Endole, it has a load of corporate data. It presents the data in a really easy to read format. You can see some really cool details like when they incorporated, how big they are, and a few other things about their assets at the moment. This is for Google, 1.8 billion in assets. How crazy is that? So the next step was to start looking at what makes a good CRM system, because I wanted to make my own. I've used in the past Salesforce and HubSpot, but they just feel so big for what is a relatively small agency at the moment. So I felt like building something smaller that I could scale myself was a lot more advantageous. So then I started looking at existing CRMs. So a popular one that a lot of people like seems to be Pipedrive. And actually it's just a Kanban board with some customer interactions nailed to it. I built my own system and I feel like it was similar to Pipedrive, just a little less complicated for a smaller agency like me. So you guys may or may not remember the CRM system that I had previously, but I was using it inside my meetings app. And actually the information that I was storing about my contacts was pretty loose. So here's an example of what the new layout looks like. As well as that, I can add interactions now. So every time I have a meeting, I can just click the plus button and say that I met someone. As well as that, if they're a lead, I can say what part of the pipeline they're on and how much they're valued at. So to give you an idea of what that looks like, I just have this simple Kanban board that allows me to move leads through a system. So at the very end, I know where they're at, and we know how many people are in the pipeline and getting worked on at any one point. It also has the value of the contract, so I can very quickly see, and we can start forecasting as well, what sort of money we can expect to make that month. So it's all very well having a good idea of who you're going to approach and also the system to put them in, but without actual leads, it's very hard to be able to know who to contact. So what I did was here, I wanted to just do a bit of research on VAs and getting VAs to generate a list of leads for me that I can then go ahead and contact. So here I'm looking at places like Fiverr and Upwork to get an idea of prices and accounts of people that I want to work with. I wanted to make sure that the VAs that I chose would be useful, and also they had experience generating leads before. So a quick note on VAs, I actually was starting my search on Fiverr and thought, bloody hell, these are expensive for the work that you get. I then went on Upwork and found people in the Philippines and India, which are lower income countries, and found that I could get somebody for like $7 an hour, which is comparatively a lot cheaper than getting somebody on Fiverr who wanted like £100 for the whole project. I think a VA in the Philippines could do their job in less time and for less money as well, but still at the same quality. The final step was to actually come up with a process that I'm going to take people through. I centered my process around LinkedIn, and I followed a really cool YouTuber called Natasha Visaleka. I'll put a link to her YouTube channel in the description. She provided some really good tips on how to warm up somebody on LinkedIn to then asking them if you could help them out or do a deal. Hey vlog, just had a really cool meeting with our client, and I want to show you this cool little app that we're making inside their website. So people can select the swatches that they like and favorite them. It adds them to this like selected swatches tab. And then once they click the contact now button, a form pops up. Has all the swatches that they've selected, pre-selected. And then they can send my client an inquiry with the swatches that they like. Which is a cool way for the customer to interact with the website and to send my client information that's valuable. I always love client demos and like showing them new stuff because it's quite exciting, and I can tell that like we've done a really good job. So it's like, yeah, let's show them the great job that we've done and get them excited about it. Now I am recording the first episode for the automation. I think that's what I'm going to call it. We'll see. Well, by the time this video comes out, it would have been last week's video, but yeah, I'm going to try and put out this automation video tutorial, see how that goes, and go from there. Remember in last week's video I was talking about like having formatting. This is why, yes, it just feels really clean. I love having like colors spread out so I know what's what. It's good because you can visually now look at the board and understand how much is getting done, how much there still is to do at a very quick glance. More client requests coming in using our new system, more billing after. So glad I built this now. You know what it does, vlog? It just makes things easier. It's like a software product, you know, you just build it, you build them, that's it. Rather than all this quoting and stuff. This is just so frictionless. I also did a quick video tutorial this week on how to build the meeting app that I have in my agency at the moment. Let me know if you'd like me to do more videos like this or something different. That's the end of this week's video. Next week, we're going to be doing outreach and using these systems that we put together. In the meantime, I'd be really interested to know what you would like to see more in the vlog and any videos that you would like to see separate to the vlog about me explaining a concept or a tool that's going to help you out and make sure that your journey is smooth as well. So make sure to keep me informed on that. But until the next episode, see you later. Bye.